What does it mean to compete? It is the number of hours spent on your craft. It is the early morning hours. It is the daily battles with your own kind, pursuing greatness with an eager heart. It is getting up after being knocked down. We stand upon each day of competition, ready to build the legacy that we leave in our wake. Pulled from the depths of the land,
we're about ready to start this one. They're going to start up a little quicker than was originally planned. Almost identical lineup for the batting order, and pitcher Jordan Dunn is going to start the second game. She was the pitcher that went the entire game in the first one, but Limestone's changing to Michaela Sizik, sophomore from Dayton, Virginia, and a transfer from Winthrop University, on the mound. But given that Limestone only had 4 hits and was only able to put together 1 run, I can see why they might keep it that way. Lineup for the Saints, changes with Madison Vinigome in the 4th spot, coming in as catcher. Aaron Butler going to left field in the 5th spot. Cameron Lee, the designated player. And Sizik in the batting order in the 8th spot. Baker still in the 2nd. And Carly Womack playing in center field, but not in the batting lineup. And Patton Staley Nelson, fairly similar to what we had in game 1. In fact, exactly the same batting order in game 2 for Queens as in game 1. First up will be Patton, who was 0 for 4 in game 1, striking out once. Wind still a problem here. Called strike on the inside edge. Completely cleaned off my monitor in between games, and it's already got stuff on it from the wind blowing stuff off the field. Count now 1-1 as that second pitch misses. First batter here in game 2. Queens won a narrow one, 2-1 in the first. Showing bunt goes wide, 2-1 the count. Painting the lines again between the games was an adventure. I don't know if you can see how wide some of the line spots are for the batter box on the right side. 3-1 now the count after that last pitch misses as well. Called strike, makes it a full count. And the payoff pitch coming. Oh boy, some stuff flying around here. And the payoff pitch. Right on the inside edge of the plate. Knee high. So strikeout for the opening batter for Michaela Sizik on 6 pitches. That brings up Staley. Staley in game 1 was 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. First pitch misses, ball 1. That men's lacrosse game is a final, 13-6 for the Saints. Baseball 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th with 2 away. Saints have runners on first and second. trying to pull just their 4th victory of the season. 2-0 the count. And the pitch from Sizik. Fouled, out of play. Hit the road and just missed a car on the other side of the road. Count is 2-1. Nobody out here in the top of the 1st. Sizik gets the pitch from the dugout. Little high, 3-1. Called strike, 3-2. So 2nd full count in as many batters. And another payoff pitch. Called strike. So twice caught looking for the Royals. And that brings up Haley Nelson.
Number 16, Haley Nelson.
She is a pitcher, but not pitching at the moment. Listed as designated player at the moment. Strike on the outside edge, and it's a 0-1 count. 2 up, 2 down so far for the Royals. Nelson in game 1 was 0 for 3. That one misses, and it's a 1-1 count. As the wind picks up a bit, you can hear the effect on my microphone. I got to duck down in a little spot created by my monitor in the computers just to calm it down a little. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count. And a 1-2 pitch. Low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the top of the 1st. Scoreless game early. Just the 3rd batter of the game. Beautiful sunny weather, cool in the low 70s. Or at least compared to summer times around here, it's cool. We've had a rather chilly winter, even though it never really got that cold. Not even sure we broke below 20 degrees here this winter. Some winters we get down in single digits. Called strike, and it's a 3 strikeout inning for Michaela Sizik. We'll be back after you see this on behalf of the Limestone Saints Sports Network.
From court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub. With exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours. The home of Division II college sports.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Well, back at the Rock, I'm the Professor Scott Berry. 1-2-3 inning for the Royals and Limestone. Parnell Wilbur Bain. They had Parnell Wilbur Jackson, then Bain. Designated player in this game down farther in the lineup rather than in the 3 spot. First pitch misses. It's ball 1 against Ashley Parnell. Parnell in game 1 was 1 for 3 with Limestone's only RBI. Second pitch misses as well, and it's 2-0 count. Showed bunt, then the ball gets away from the pitcher, who's the same pitcher as in game 1. Dunn had 97 pitches in the first game, so relatively low pitch count. 3-1 now the count. Foul ball out of play behind us. And it's full count. Payoff pitch coming. Another foul ball, third base side. Stays at 3-2. Drops in for a single. So Parnell's hit in both games. That brings up Katie Wilbur.
Katie Wilbur.
Wilbur in game 1. 0 for 3 with 1 strikeout against her. Was responsible for stranding 3. In baseball over at Founders Federal Credit Union Stadium on campus, Limestone lost a heartbreaker 3-2. They had 2 runners on in the bottom of the 9th, but just couldn't get a run across to keep that one alive as they fall to Catawba. Another strike and an 0-2 count to Wilbur. Wind starting to pick up. Foul ball, first base side. Almost a check swing foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Nobody out. Runner on first here in the bottom of the first. Tapper went just past the pitcher, and they do get the batter, but Parnell is able to go to second, and so it's effective in moving the runner. And that brings up Desiree Bain.
Coming to the plate, first baseman, number 32, Desiree Bain.
Bain in game 1 was 0 for 3 with a strikeout against her. Send the ball all the way to second to hold Parnell. 1-0 the count, as that first pitch was not on target. One away runner on second. Bain looking for a first hit this afternoon. That one called strike on the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner on. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count. Pitch is fouled back to the screen. That 1-2 pitch a little wide. 2-2 now the count. On deck for the Saints, catcher Madison Vinicombe. Fouled back, stays at 2-2. Matt finally got his car hit today. And that's a single. That could bring home a run. They're sending Parnell. Yeah, there's no way they're getting her. So the Saints take a 1-0 lead. So now a runner on first for Vinicombe.
Now batting catcher, number 15, Madison Vinicombe.
Vinicombe's only batted 11 times officially. She's played and started in 4 games. So just 091, but primarily from not being used. 0-1. Outside, 1-1. On deck for the Saints, Aaron Butler, the left fielder for this game. She'll be followed, if it gets to it, by Cameron Lee. Catch by the shortstop, drifting all the way to near the third base line, and there's 2 out. And that brings up Butler. Aaron in the season is .364. She's played 11 games, starting 7. Has 2 RBI and 2 doubles, 455 on base or slugging percentage, 462 on base percentage. First pitch misses, and it's a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss. That evens it at 1. 2 outs, and first baseman Desiree Bain on first base. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Aaron, not the first Butler to play for the Saints. Her older sister Audra, in pharmacy school now, played for the Saints, full career. Fouled out of play. First base side, well behind us. Stays at 1-2. Cameron Lee, the designated player, on deck. Butler, sophomore from Traw, South Carolina. About an hour and a half to the east of us. The umpire's getting another ball. Foul ball, first base side. Actually hit the utility pole holding some of the lights. Off your screen view. Stays at 1-2. That one missed, 2-2. She's got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning, but not before Limestone gets one across. We head to the top of the second with the Saints in the lead. DeJesus Hunton Smith for the Royals. First pitch called strike. Hunt in game 1, 1 for 1. Or 1 run scored. 0 for 1 on the game. Had a strikeout. Responsible for 2 being left on base. Count now 1-1. That one misses as well. 2-1 the count. Just by Parnell at third for the single. And the first hit of the day for the Royals.
Catcher, number 17.
That brings up Jordan Hunt, the catcher. Jordan was she was the one that was 0 for 1. DeJesus was 0 for 3. Both of them 1 strikeout. Responsible for leaving a couple. Ball goes into center field as they don't catch it. The stolen base is successful. So with nobody out, we got a runner on second for the Royals, and good situation to get that run back for Queens. And the 0-1 delivery. Called strike. 0-2. That missed. 1-2. So the strikeout takes it 1 away. Brings up Michaela Smith, who was 0 for 2 with a run scored and 1 strikeout against her. Called strike. 0-1. So far, 4 strikeouts for Sizik. And they got the run home as Limestone cannot throw out the batter with the bunt along the line. And the aggressive base running pays off. We have a tie contest. That'll bring up Ashlyn Mickler. Second baseman. Mickler in game 1, 0 for 2. Or game 1, excuse me, 0 for 2. Called strike on the outside edge. So runner on first with 1 away. Tie game with 1 run scored. The count. Ball just doesn't go anywhere, so it's effective as a bunt, and Sizik doesn't have anywhere to throw it. So that becomes an infield hit. By the way, they did have a fielding error on the one with the scoring. So now runners on first and second with one away in a 1-1 game. That brings up Jordan Thompson. Thompson in game one
Now batting third baseman number 42, Jordan Thompson.
was the one responsible for the RBIs with 1 for 3, but that one hit was enough to bring home both runs for the Royals. Fouled back to the screen, 0-1 the count. Foul ball, third base side. Nice little chopper. One and two the count. And the pitch. Foul. Third base side. Kept alive. Haley Camille, first baseman, on deck for the Royals. That misses, 2-2. Now the count. Looper single, and they're going to get one run home if the throw's not accurate, and the throw was not. It's 2-1 Royals. So now you have runners on first and second with one away, and Limestone's having a conference without the coaches out at the mound. So an RBI single, third RBI of the day, not the game, but of the day for Thompson. And Royals are in the lead by the exact score that we have the exact score now that was the result of game one. Somehow I feel this is not going to be the final score. That brings up Emil with Patton on deck. So this is the 9th spot in the batting order. Missed high. Called strike. 1-2 now the count. Low. Sorry, it's 2-1. It wasn't 1-2. It was 1-1. Now it's 2-1. Foul ball makes it 2-2. Patton on deck is the top of the order for the Royals. Swing and a miss, and there's 2 outs. That'll bring back Patton, who's 0 for 1. Strike. Missed wide, ball one. Missed wide as well, 2-1. And the 2-1 delivery. Falls in for at least a double. And they get the runner. So that retires the side. Did they score one on that? Yes. One more, so it's 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Royals up by a pair.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Codify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Dear college sports,
there's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us
and for college sports.
For the Saints, Cameron Lee, the designated player. The count. Lee on the season only had 9 at bats, 3 hits, one of them a double. And she's walked in 4 pitches.
Right fielder, number 3, Taylor Jenkins.
Brings up Taylor Jenkins in right. Jenkins, freshman from Goose Creek, South Carolina. On the season, batting .261. He's got some speed. 0-1, the count to her. And that bunt goes by. They get the lead runner. Jenkins is safe on the fielder's choice. Third baseman Jordan Thompson playing a little too close to the line and couldn't get a glove on it, but the backup shortstop able to throw out the lead runner. And so with 1 away, Limestone has a runner on first. And that brings up Sizik, the pitcher. Michaela, batting-wise, batting .240 on the season. That one misses, ball 1. Stolen base easily for the Saints. Puts runner on second with 1 away. 1-1 the count to Sizik. So that was a strike. Very open stance for Sizik. That one well off the zone. 2-1. And that one's going to get caught, and the double play. What a play by the Royals, and the side's retired. Saints still trail by 2 as we head to the top of the third. Staley, Nelson, DeJesus. 2, 3, and 4 spots in the lineup. Missed high, ball 1. Out one, dropped in for a strike, and the count's even at 1. 3-1 this game after Queens put across 3 in inning 2. Saints had opened a lead 1-0 after putting across 1 in the opening frame. Called strike. That one just stayed in. It was starting to drop low and away. 0-2 the count. And the 1-2 delivery. Almost same spot, but a little lower. 1-2. Or 2-2, excuse me. And the pitch. Chopper toward short. A lot of bounces, but the throw's in plenty of time. And there's one away. So that brings up
designated player number 16, Haley Nelson.
Haley Nelson, the designated player. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Second, swing and a miss. Says it gets the pitch from the dugout and the 0-2 delivery. Caught it short. High pop up. And there's 2 away. That leaves it up to Kaylee DeJesus.
Now batting right fielder, number 6, Kaylee DeJesus.
She's 1 for 1 in game 2. That missed, ball 1. Second baseball game, Catawba against the Saints, just getting underway over on campus. Called strike, 1-2. And a 1-2-3 inning, as they said, the check swing wasn't good enough. It didn't check fast enough. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Saints. Still trailing by 2. We'll be back.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
So we're in the 9th spot in the order. Maddie Baker. If I can find my mouse here, to be followed by Parnell and Wilbur. Baker in game 1. 2 for 3 with a run scored. Also struck out. Outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. In the dirt, 2-1. Third base, Ashley Parnell on deck for the Saints. Called strike on the inside edge. Full count to Baker. And a walk in 6 pitches. That's the first or second walk for Dunn. She's had 1 strikeout. That brings up Ashley Parnell, who got a hit her first time up. Missed outside. Runner going, no problem getting there. So stolen base for Baker. That puts runner on second with nobody out for Parnell, with Katie Wilbur on deck. Parnell count against her, 1-1. This one's in the air. It's going to drop in. Oh, and now we got a run down as Wilbur slips and falls, and Parnell makes it to second. So we have the same situation before with 1 away. So Parnell with a little blue pit that falls into. What I've Heard termed the Bermuda Triangle there right behind second base. That brings up Wilbur. Wilbur in this one is 0 for 1. And first pitch is a called strike. So an 0-1 count. Outside, and it's a 1-1 count. Called strike. Now 1-2. On deck for the Saints, first base, Desiree Bain for the Saints, who has a hit and an RBI already in this game. That one drops in for a single. They're not going to send her home, which was a wise choice. Picked up quick enough in the outfield that it would have been trouble. So runners on the corners for the Saints with one away for Desiree Bain, who, as I mentioned, already has an RBI single. We got a infield conference for the Queens lineup, and that allows Bain to go over and talk to Parnell on third and head coach Amy Yates.
Now batting first baseman, number 32, Desiree Bain.
Bain drops a single into right field. That'll bring home a run. And Limestone will still have runners on the corners. It's a 3-2 game. And I think we're going to get a runner for the Saints. For Bain. It'll be number 23, Jalen Atkins, who played in the first game. So Vinicombe up for the Saints. She's 0 for 1 in this game. She did not play in the first.
Number 23, Jalen Atkins.
And now we've got a visit by the head coach out to the mound for the Royals. And a little more of a conference. Don't know that we're going to make any pitching change, but could happen soon enough. Saints have the tying run on third, Katie Wilbur. And they've got pinch runner,
Catcher, number 15, Madison Vinicombe.
Jalen Atkins on first. And Vinicombe has had limited use this season as the designated player, or the catcher, at bat. Foul ball behind us, right near the door to the women's bathroom. 0-1 the count. 1 out with runners on the corners. Swing and a miss, and stolen base. And they catch the runner. So now there's 2 away with a runner on third. So tying run on third still, but the go-ahead run instead of on first is at the plate. And it's an 0-2 count with 2 away. Pitch gets by, that's going to allow the score to be tied, and the bases are empty with 2 away. So Limestone is able to tie it with 2 runs scored here in the bottom of the third. I assume wild pitch? It was scored wild pitch, not a pass ball. Pop up. This one's drifting around, and the catch is made, and that retires the side. But not before Limestone does what it needs to do and gets this one back to an even game. We're tied at 3 as we head to the top of the inning.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades. It was my sophomore indoor season. It was the first year with our new head coach. And he comes in and he's like, we could be a national contending team if you guys work hard. And I heard him and I was like, well, I want to be a national champion. I want to be an All-American. And I bought in because he bought into our team. And I qualified to go to indoor nationals. I decided I wanted it, so I went and grabbed it.
Well, back at the Rock, I'm the professor, Scott Berry. We've got Hunt, Smith, Mickler. Jordan Hunt, the batter, is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch misses, ball 1. That one missed as well, low and inside, 2-0. Ball inside again, 3-0. Four-pitch walk. First of the game, or of this game, for Cizik. So puts a runner on first with nobody down. We're in a tie game, 3-3. Brings up Kayla Smith. She's 0 for 1 on the day, or in this game, not on the day. Bunt. They get the batter, and the runner advances to second. So with one away, you got a runner on second, and that brings up Ashlyn Mickler. Mickler, 1 for 1. And this one's going to loop in for a single. Going to get a run home potentially, and they do. And Mickler makes it to second on the throw to home. So it's 4-3.
Third baseman number 42, Jordan Thompson.
That brings up Jordan Thompson, who's 1 for 1 and has an RBI. Pitch misses, ball 1. In baseball second game, we're tied at 1 in the top of the second. Each team getting 1 in the first. Caught in the outfield, almost dropped, but that's 2 away. Runner still on second. Limestone women's lacrosse starting up at about 4, or a little before 4, 1-0 over Lincoln Memorial. Ball on the inside, 1-0, the count. Fouled behind us. 1-1, the count. Emile at bat, 0 for 1, and she struck out the first time up. On deck, the top of the order, another foul ball. Makes it 1-2. And a pop out does it. So not a strikeout, but enough to retire the side, but not before Queens gets one. They have the lead again, 4-3.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Back at the Rock. I'm the Professor, Scott Berry. It's 4-3. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Royals. Saints, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 errors. Butler, Lee, Jenkins for the Saints. As all of a sudden I'm just covered with dirt here, flying in from the field. Baseball tied at 1-1 into the second inning. Women's lacrosse 2-0 Saints early. About midway through quarter number 1. High, 2-0 the count. Butler struck out her first appearance in this game. .30 pitch goes across for a strike, and it's 3-1. Done in this second game, 2 walks and 1 strikeout with 59 pitches now, full count. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss, or no, fouled. Stays at 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Right straight to third. Easy throw. And there's 1 down. That brings up Cameron Lee, who walked her first time up.
Even if you are not ready for the day, it cannot. Designated player number 33, Cameron Lee.
Swing and a miss. Lee quite a bit disconnected from where that ball was. Check swing called strike. 0-2 to Lee. And a 3-pitch strikeout. Strikeout number 2 of this game for Dunn. That'll leave it up to Taylor Jenkins, who's 0 for 1.
Right fielder, number 3, Taylor Jenkins.
Ball goes high, and it's a 1-0 count. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Right straight to the third baseman along the line, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Saints. We'll be back after this. Four runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Royals. Saints 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. As we begin the top of the 5th, top of the order for the Royals: Patton, Staley, Nelson.
Left fielder, 0-0, Julia Patton.
Patton 1 for 2 with an RBI and a strikeout. Called strike. Outside, 1-1 the count. Foul ball, 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. That one got away from Sizik. Sizik had a pitch count of 75 so far. Got underneath this one, might be reachable. Nope. Not enough air in it. And that wind tending to steer it farther away from the fielder. Count remains at 2-2. Two bouncer to short, and a 6-3 put out makes it 1 away. Brings up Cassidy Staley.
Number 7, Cassidy Staley.
She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in game 2. from the dugout. And the delivery, right on the outside edge, 0-1 the count. Baseball still 1-1 in the bottom of the second. Lacrosse 5-0 with 4 minutes remaining in the first period, as the number 22 Saints having no problem so far. Men's lacrosse, of course, number 7 in the country, winning 13-6. Oh, and the wind really starting to pick up. Feel the whole table that I'm sitting at start to fly up. Ball. Count stays at 1-2. Now 1 down, nobody on here in the top of the 5th. Royals won the first one, 2-1, and have a 4-3 lead here. Yet to get anybody on this inning. This one gonna make it through the gap for a single. Hit number 6 for the Royals in this one. And a runner on first with 1 away. So that'll bring up
Now batting designated player, number 16, Haley Nelson.
Haley Nelson, the designated player, and an alternate pitcher for the Royals. So far, Jordan Dunn, the freshman, pitching both games for the Royals. Called strike on Nelson. She's 0 for 2 in this game with a strikeout. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Swing was well mistimed for Nelson. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's out number 2. So that'll bring up Kaylee DeJesus, the freshman from Fredericksburg, Virginia, and the right fielder for the Royals. DeJesus 1 for 2 and a strikeout in game 2. Runner on first with 2 away. Royals with a 1-run lead. Called strike right down the middle. Wind still pretty high at times. Golf ball swing. This one's high in the air, and Limestone's left fielder or right fielder drops the ball, has trouble picking it up, and another run scores as Jenkins falls down trying to come in for the ball. 1 run comes in, and the runner that got the, I assume, a single comes all the way around to third. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. And it'll be Caroline Ruth, number 77, junior from Waxhaw, coming in. So we'll take the break and be back after we're done with the warm-ups.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
We're at 5-3 as Caroline Ruth comes in to pitch for the Saints. Ruth on the season, .257 ERA, 6-1 record. She's appeared in 13 games, starting just 5, 46 innings pitched. Batting average against her is .244. First pitch called strike. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 5-3 lead for the visitors. 5 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Royals. Limestone, 3 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. Riser ball keeps rising, 1-1. Caroline, a junior from Waxhaw, North Carolina, and her sister Natalie, a sophomore, a catcher for the Saints. Check swing, and a ball. 2-1 the count. Ruth on their season, 41 strikeouts, 14 walks. Missed wide, 3-1. But you got 2 bases open, so a walk doesn't really hurt you here, as long as you get an out after. Foul ball makes it a full count. And a payoff pitch too. Women's lacrosse 5-1 with 14:07 remaining in the second period. Baseball still tied at 1 in the top of the 3rd. Of course, men's lacrosse winning 13-6 over Lincoln Memorial. Baseball and softball both dropping their first games doubleheaders today. Another foul ball, so it stays at a full count. Foul back to the screen. Way underneath that pitch. So we get a 3rd payoff pitch this bat. Set up on the outside edge. Solidly hit ball is going to drop in the gap, bring home another run. Single and an RBI for Hunt. And it makes it 6-3. So that brings up Kayla Smith, shortstop. Smith 0 for 1 in this one. Two-way runner on first. 2 runs coming across this inning to allow Queens to double up the Saints. Ball on the inside edge. 1-0 the count. Foul ball out of play. One and 2 the count. Ashlyn Mickler, second baseman, on deck for the Royals. High. And a strikeout retires the side, but not before 2 come across. It's a 6-3 lead for the Royals.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Now back here at the Rock, I'm the Professor, Scott Berry. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Royal Saints. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. And they need to do some work to get back in this one. Due up for the Saints, Ruth Baker, the 9 spots, and then Ashley Parnell, top of the order. Ruth for the Saints on batting, 273 on the season. She has no extra base hits, 3 RBI. 9 hits and 33 at-bats. Has struck out 4 times, has not walked.
Leading off pitcher, number 77, Caroline Ruth.
Women's lacrosse. Limestone winning 6-1, 10:37 remaining in the second period. Another foul ball behind us. 0-1 the count. Baseball now 3-1 Catawba in the top of the third. Caught in center for a flyout, and there's one away. It brings up Maddie Baker. Baker 0 for 0 with a walk. One away, nobody on here. All gets by. 1-0 the count. That one misses as well. It's 2-0. Called strike, makes the count 2-1. Ashley Parnell, the leadoff hitter for the Saints, on deck. She's had a good game. She's had the only RBI in game 1, and she's 2 for 2 in game 2. Now the count's 2-2. And a strikeout. Looking for Baker. And it's 2 away. That brings up Parnell.
Now batting third baseman, number 6, Ashley Parnell.
Parnell. 2 for 2 in this one. One for 3 in the previous one, so 3 for 5 on the day. Called strike right down the middle. 0-2 the count. Just past the outstretched arm of the pitcher for a single. So 3 for 3 in game 2 and 1 for 3 in game 3. So 4 for 6 on the day for Ashley. Brings up Katie Wilbur, who's 1 for 2 in game 2.
Now batting second baseman, number 10, Katie Wilbur.
Not entirely sure what that delay was. Assistant coach Abby Cheek having a conversation with Parnell. This one's foul ball over the fence, right field side for Wilbur. Another one foul that side. 0-2, quick count to Wilbur. Home run. This is where the wind helps. And that makes it a one-run game. 6-5 on the 2-run homer by Katie Wilbur. For Katie, that's her 3rd home run of the season to now lead the team. Sizik and Parnell with 2 each.
Now batting first baseman, number 32, Desiree Bain.
That brings up Bain, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of RBI in game 2. Foul ball makes it 0-1. Baseball now 4-1 Catawba. And a strikeout ends the inning, but not before Limestone creeps back to within 1. We'll be back. Back at the Rock. 6-5 now. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Royals. Saints, 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. Due up Mickler, Thompson, Camille, the 7, 8, 9 spots for the Royals. Mickler, the first batter, is 2 for 2 with an RBI.
Leading off second baseman, number 32, Ashley Pickler.
Strike on the inside edge. Baseball's kind of falling apart. 7-1 now in the top of the third. Women's lacrosse 6-2 with 6:48 remaining in the second. Six-3 put out makes it 1 away. That women's lacrosse game, Limestone's had 12 shots on goal, but only half of them have gone in. So 6 saves by the Lincoln Memorial keeper. That conference matchup up in Harrogate, Tennessee. 0-1 the count and the pitch. Inside. We're even at 1. Or, sorry, it was 0-0. Now it's 1-0. Two and 0 as that one misses. Missed wide, 3-0. Called strike on the inside edge, 3-1 now the count. Missed on that one for the walk. Ruth's first of the game. So 1 down, we got a runner on first. And Haley Camille, first baseman up. Get the double play and ends the inning. Saints now have the bottom of the inning to try and get the run back and maybe get into the lead. We'll be back.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Notify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Dear college sports,
there's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Leading off catcher, number 15, Madison Vinicombe.
So it'll be Vinicombe, Butler, and Lee, the 4, 5, and 6 spots. Six-1, 6-3 put out for the grounder from Vinicombe. That brings up Aaron Butler, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Limestone's had a lot of production, 3 for 3, 2 for 3, and 2 for 3 for their first 3 players, and then no hits out of the remainder of the lineup so far today. Called strike on the outside edge, 1-1 the count. Foul ball out of play, first base side. Swing and a miss, drop, strike, but an easy throw to first. And there's 2 away. That brings up Cameron Lee, the designated player, and no, we got a pinch hitter, Peyton Yenchik, sophomore catcher from Gaffney, South Carolina, transfer from Lander. Yenchik on the season has just batted 5 times with 1 hit. Ball misses, blowing away. 1-0 the count. Limestone really would love to get a couple of batters on, even if they don't score anything, so they can get to the top of that order, which has been so productive in the 7th inning. Called strike, 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2 the count. Fouled back as well. Stays at 1-2. Right back to the pitcher, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Saints. Queens looking for insurance runs as we come back after this. Six runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Royals. 5-7-2 for the Saints. Top of the order for Queens: Patton, Staley, Nelson. Curlia, 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI, or on the second game. Also has a strikeout this game. Got something on the field. Oh, the gate blew open. There's a gate that's just beyond the foul pole. That's where they bring in equipment, and it's blown open, I think, for the second time this game. Strike on the outside edge. 0-1 the count. Outside, ball one. Patton is 1 for 7 in her at-bats today. I think the fence blew open again at the gate. 1-1 the count. And the wind picking up. A little more chill to it as the temperature's starting to drop. Check swing is good. As far as not a strike, and it's 2-1 as that was outside. That misses wide as well, 3-1. Actually showing 73 for Gaffney, so a little warmer than I expected, but like I said, a little bit of chill in the wind. Full count and a payoff pitch too. Got underneath this one. The question is, does it drift too much? No. Fly out to left, and there's one down. That brings up Cassidy Staley. 1 for 3 with a strikeout in game 2. Game 1, she was 0 for 1 with 2 walks, so no hits in 3 appearances at the plate. Called strike. Looking all the way. Four-three put out. Makes it 2 up, 2 down for the Royals. Just what the Saints want to keep this within reach. So far, so good. That brings up Haley Nelson. Nelson 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in this one. In game 1, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So. And it's a 1-2-3 inning as the foul ball is caught right next to the screen. And that keeps it within reach for the Saints. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, it's still a 1-run game.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades. It was my sophomore indoor season. It was the first year with our new head coach. And he comes in and he's like, we could be a national contending team if you guys work hard. And I heard him and I was like, well, I want to be a national champion. I want to be an All-American. And I bought in because he bought into our team. And I qualified to go to indoor nationals. I decided I wanted it, so I went and grabbed it.
Due up for the Saints. Taylor Jenkins, Caroline Ruth, and Maddie Baker. And Jenkins is in there, no pinch hitter. Missed wide, 1-0. Caroline Ruth is on deck. Called strike. Evens count at 1. Caught at the fence, but it was trapped against the side, so there will be some discussion. If it's actually trapped, it's not an out. They are calling it out. Unfortunately, you couldn't see it, but did look to us like it was pinned up against the fence. Umpire's not bending on that one.
Now batting, pitcher number 77, Caroline Ruth.
Caroline Ruth 0 for 1 after coming in as a replacement pitcher. Called strike. Maddie Baker on deck, so no move for a pinch hitter yet. Single. No. Ruth can't get there fast enough. 2 up, 2 down. And it's all up to Maddie Baker. Baker 0 for 1 with a walk. She did strike out her one time. She didn't walk. Foul ball out of play, third base side. 0-1 the count. Dribbler, and that should be it. It is. 6-5 in game 2, 2-1 in game 1, and Queens wins both of them from the Saints. I think it's the first time Saints have lost both of a doubleheader. Oh, did they? They got swept by Lenore Ryan, so I'm wrong about that. But tough loss for the Saints. Other games going on right now, 8-1 baseball in the top of the 4th. It's been a tough day for the Saints. Baseball and softball wise, however, women's lacrosse currently ahead 8-2 at halftime, and Limestone 7th ranked men's lacrosse team 13-6 over Lincoln Memorial. So that'll do it from here. The only thing up tomorrow is the rest of the baseball, which against Catawba was supposed to be last night but got moved to Sunday. I'll be on that call as the Saints try and salvage game 3. So that'll do it from here. I'm the Professor Scott Berry. We're glad you joined us, and come join us again for baseball tomorrow. This is the Limestone Saints Sports Network.